Alright, so we got Wimpod looking like a new age Roomba. Bounsweet looking like a half double cherry from Super Mario 3D World. Speaking of Super Mario 3D World, Bewear looking like a pink Tanuki Mario. Comfey looking like everybody's new favorite Snapchat filter. And Mimikyu looks like a third grade puppet project. And Mudsdale, that's my trusty Steed to my inner warrior spirit, Tapu Koko. Yo, what's up, guys? What is up, guys? Welcome to the video. We got some 6 new Pokemon that were just recently discovered in the Alola region. And before we get into this, I do want to say I am still loving these designs for these Pokemon. They are going in, they are lovely, they're exciting, they're different, they're unique, they're giving me something to look forward to. And again, I haven't felt like this since 5th gen. I know that's only 2 generations ago, but it feels like a long time in Pokemon generation terms. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button for me and let me know in the comment section below your favorite of these 6 brand new Pokemon that was just discovered, and you guys may have the same opinion as I do. So let's get started and start going into Wimpod. Now Wimpod, again, the new age Roomba, is a bug water type with the ability Wimp Out. Runs away from battles or swaps with a teammate depending on how it works. It's a brand new ability that's introduced in 6th gen, and it's actually, I can see it being useful in a way, but more often than not, I can see Wimpod starting to get that evolution. He has to get an evolution. I can't believe a horseshoe fish thing Pokemon is not going to be evolving like this, because it's pretty small and pretty lame, and its ability just kind of lends itself to it being something bigger than what it already is. I actually think it's funny as well that this is his ability is Wimp Out, where he runs away if it takes too much damage, or he swaps with a person in your team if it's too much damage. When his classification is the turn tail Pokemon, you know, like turning tail and running. And you know what? One thing I want to do is actually read the Pokédex entry, because they have this information out there, and I didn't know they had this on Cerebi, but I figured I'd give it to you guys as well, because it's pretty interesting information. So Wimpod's information is Wimpod have a oh wait, nope, my mouse in the way. Wimpod have a cowardly nature and are wary of noises and sudden movements. If you approach them in a group, they'll immediately run off. When Wimpod feels threatened, they spit out a poisonous liquid. The stench of this toxic fluid signals others that danger is near. Despite their extreme cowardice, their curiosity leads Wimpod to approach people or Pokemon that are standing still. Wimpod eat and store anything that they find falling on the ground. Excuse me. They also scavenge any garbage that's been dropped in the sea, so they're highly valued as cleaners. They sometimes carry pearls and other valuable items, so humans or Pokemon like Murkrow may target them. Now, with that said, why isn't his ability also pick up? If he picks up items that are just left there on the ground, then it just kind of seems like something that he would know. Maybe it's just me, but it seems like something that he would know. But otherwise, I can see his Pokemon having high speed stat, because his whole thing is running away, so he better have high speed, you would think. And the fact that he has poisonous liquid, he better evolve into a poison water type as well. Otherwise, Wimpod is just a shrimp. That's all you can expect of him. And now we have Bounsweet. That's a pretty funny name for him. It's a fruit Pokemon, grass type, with the abilities Leaf Guard and Oblivious, so nothing really interesting. However, what sucks about Bounsweet is his Pokédex entry. Now just listen to this one. Because it exudes a delicious smell from its entire body, Bounsweet is popular with Pokemon and people of the Alola region. Sounds innocent so far, right? Bounsweet's scent has a calming effect on humans, so many people let them live inside of their homes as a sort of air freshener. Okay, so you went from being enjoyed to being an air freshener. Still like, it's a happy life, alright. Unfortunately, it's sometimes swallowed whole by Pokemon drawn to its aroma. Swallowed whole. As in, it's just minding its own business, being a Bounsweet, and suddenly, like not even like a gator. No, it's just instant swallowification. So it's not being chewed. It's not being. It's such a horrid thing to think of. Bounsweet, I'm so sorry. It gets even worse. It gets even worse. When running away from other Pokemon, Bounsweet flees danger by skipping along the ground. Since its bouncy movements don't convey to others that it's actually in desperate flight, no one ever comes to its aid. That is so disgustingly sad. I feel bad. I don't like this. It hurts me. It hurts me. Bounsweet, I don't know what your purpose is, but I hope that your evolution is more defensive for your nature. Otherwise, you have a rough life, my friend. Alright, so this Pokemon, Bewear, is way too big for his own good. When I first saw the art, I'm like, okay, Bewear, by the way, terrible name. I get it. I understand what you're doing. Bear, beware. I get it. But you know what? It's also a word. All you did was make it so where it's not A-R-E and you made it E-R-E like a bear. But no, I understand it. I get what you're going with. This is a bad name. It's not too late to change it. I don't care if you already announced it. Change that name. It's horrible. Okay? But that said, Bewear is a lot bigger than I anticipated. The way that I heard about him first was that I thought that Bewear was more so tiny, but doesn't know his own power. Like everyone underestimated Bewear. Like it looks so tiny and cute, but it's actually really strong, and that's why people got bodied by this thing. But no, it's as big as a Pangoro. That is ridiculously huge. That is stupid. Why is this bear so darn big? And height aside, he is thick. He doesn't look like a threat. He looks cute and cuddly and adorable. He kind of looks like Sakura from Card Captors, but still, like, I don't understand why they thought it was a good idea to say, hey, let's take a black bear, make his head all pink, and add a pink tail, and then make him as big as a Pangoro. I get that he's a bear, but this is terrifying. And you know what? Unfortunately, it's Pokédex Day that gets worse. When Bewear is acting in a friendly fashion, just swinging his arms around, you must never dare to approach it carelessly. It is acknowledged to be a dangerous Pokemon, even within the Alola region. You may see warning signs posted near places it resides. When Bewear grows fond of its trainer, it may show that feeling in a fond embrace. But the force of that hug is tremendous. Trainers must teach these Pokemon how to restrain their strengths when showing affection. I see Bewear being like Machamp. He needs that belt to regulate his own power. Except he doesn't have one. Someone get Bewear the P1 championship belt. He needs it. Good God. That aside though, his ability is a brand new one in 7th gen, and it's fluffy. To make it a long story short, it is pretty much Fur Coat, where it halves the damage of any attacks taken from direct damage, but at the same time, it doubles damage from fire type attacks. Why fire? I do not know. Maybe he's actually stuffed. Maybe he's combustible. I don't understand. Maybe Bewear is actually a children's toy, like a big old stuffed teddy bear come to life, and that's the whole basis on his ability. I'm not really sure there, but it does take more damage from. With Fluffy from fire type attacks. So worst Fur Coat. Furfro is still the better version. I don't know why they didn't just give Bewear Fur Coat, but it made sense. But hey, you got a fluffy bear. Still, this thing is ridiculous. Now, when it comes to Comfey, which, it is Comfey because Comfey is based off of lei, which is, the little ring of flowers they put around your neck whenever you come to Hawaii. It's like, a greeting. It's a tradition there. So, it is Comfey, and regarding Comfey, it's a pretty decent mon, despite the fact that it looks like your brand new Snapchat filter. It's a fairy type with 2 abilities. Flower Veil, and the new one called Triage. Triage is gonna be insane. What that move does, or what that ability does, is that it gives restorative moves high priority. So, I'm assuming aromatherapy, I'm assuming recover. Restorative moves, that could also mean stuff like Drain Punch, or even like that. Now, I don't know if it gets into that, like maybe Comfey will get Draining Kiss, and that'll be a priority attack. As a matter of fact, is it Draining Kiss already a priority attack? I feel like it is, but it might not be. I don't know, I have to look into that one. But still, restorative moves get priority, which means you can go out there and guarantee yourself an aromatherapy, which I'm assuming it gets aromatherapy because it literally says, the Pokédex entry literally says the aroma can soothe Pokemon, both itself and its allies. So aromatherapy is most likely its healing move. As a matter of fact, Comfey is used to help heal Pokemon at Pokemon centers. Its whole thing is just like defensive and all that. And another thing is that the flowers on it, the Pokédex entry says that it picks up flowers and sticks it to its tail, which means that its design isn't inherently just flowers. Means that it's just the little green part and the blue tail, and the flowers may be different, similar to how they have it with Flabebe. The flowers may be different depending on, you know, what kind of Comfey you grab. What they may have, all white flowers, all yellow flowers, may have a certain pattern, stuff like that. So I can see it being decent. Now, regarding the ability triage, can you do me a favor, please? Can you do me one favor and make that ability to Florges? Yes, it would be really good. I understand that. Yes, Florges needs a good ability because basically all three of his abilities are non-used. Like, Florges is used because it's a good mind. Give it a good ability like Triage, and I guarantee you that thing is moving up to OU, and stuff like Togekiss will drop down to UU instantly. But Comfey, depending on his stats, I may or may not love it. Now, I wasn't sold on Mimikyu at first. After I read his Pokédex entry, after I saw what it's all about, I understand it. And it's actually a really sad Pokemon. Every generation has that one Pokemon where it's just sad. And Mimikyu is it. Let me just read this for you. Mimikyu lives its life completely covered by its cloth and is always hidden. People believe that anybody who sees its true form from beneath the cloth will be stricken with a mysterious illness, similar to Baynet. I think it's Baynet. People in the Alola region are convinced that you must never try to peek beneath its covering. This is when it gets sad. Mimikyu's health fails when it's bathed in the rays of the sun, so it prefers to stick to dark places. It's rumored that the reason it covers itself with a cloth is to avoid sunlight. So, it actually gets sick from sunlight. Like, you can't go outside during the day because you'll get sick. That sucks. And unfortunately, again, it gets even worse. The rising popularity of Pikachu-styled merchandise around 20 years ago is the reason that Mimikyu makes itself look like Pikachu. In fact, this Pokemon is dreadfully lonely, and it thought it would be able to make friends with humans if only it looked like Pikachu. So, it gave up its entire being, or at least on the outside, its exterior being, just to make friends. And it made its cloth to look like Pikachu, the Pokemon that everyone loved because it wanted to be loved too. Ability aside, typing aside, which is really good, Ghost Fairy type, that's just really sad. And I just feel so bad for Mimikyu, I really do. But that aside though, Mimikyu's ability is Disguise, and it's essentially a free substitute. Like, you send it out and its costume is there, and then the Pokemon attacks it, and then its its costume like withers and it falls down. You can see it in the animation, it just falls down to the side. So, I mean, that's pretty cool, but at the same time, if you think about it, you're attacking its costume and then you're destroying it. You're destroying the costume that it employed, so that way it'll look like the Pokemon it wants to look like, so it can be loved by other people. It's just sad. It's just sad. Mimikyu, I'm sorry. I am going to give you the biggest hug. I didn't like you at first. I was like, it's a little weird. But you know what? You're my friend, Mimikyu. You're my friend. Ha! Save the best for last. Ha! Save the best for last. Ha! Save the best for last. My trusty Steed, Mudsdale. Mudsdale is a beast. This dude is huge. He's 8 feet tall. 2,000 pounds, and he has some decent ability. First of all, his known move is called High Horsepower. If that's not a one-hit KO move, I don't know what is. Listen to his Pokédex entry. Mudsdale is known for his powerful body as well as his emotional fortitude, which keeps it from being agitated by anything. That's exactly what I need in my trusty Steed. Let's go! Woo! It never cries out, no matter what kind of trouble it's in, and it defeats its opponents with a single powerful blow. That's High Horsepower. Its legs are coated in protective mud, and the weight of its coating increases the force of its kicks. One kick and a car is a pile of scrap. A complete car gets decimated for one kick from a Mudsdale. Let's go! Mudsdale running speed is not too swift, but it has excellent power and stamina, which means high defense, high attack, high HP. Come through. Slap that assault vest on him, make him even heavier. It's time. It can carry on for 3 days and 3 nights despite dragging loads of over 10 tons. 10 tons being dragged for 3 days and 3 nights non-stop. Mudsdale is that dude. Let's go. When Mudsdale gallops in earnest, the power of each hoof clap can dig out huge holes even in asphalt. Mudsdale is forbidden to run on some Alola's public roads. This thing comes out and it's an initial beast. It is a godsend. It's pure ground type as well. That's a great typing. That is an amazing typing. This thing is going to be the new age Hippowdon. Hippowdons are going to go down to UU because Mudsdale is going to take over everything. He's going to be using OU and UU. It's godlike. I love Mudsdale. This thing just came out and I saw it. I'm like, yo, that's my faithful Steed right there. That's my partner to my Tapu Koko. It's over. It's time. It gets even better. His abilities are own tempo, which means it doesn't get hit by confusion or anything like that. And also stamina, a brand new ability. If you get hit, you actually get a defense boost. You're already bulky and you can get bulkier? What? Why? Okay, I'm not mad. Give me that boost. It's pretty much like weak armor except better because there's no negative to it. Weak armor gets you faster, but it also lowers your defense. But this one is just like, I'm just gonna get bulkier. I don't need weak armor. I don't want it. I have no use for it. I am here. I'm ready to go. Mudsdale coming through. High horsepower. I'm telling you, this is gonna be my faithful Steed. I'm telling you, in my playthrough, I'm picking this thing up. I don't know where it's at. I don't care how long it's gonna take me to get, but once I find my faithful Steed, Mudsdale, it is time. It's over. This is the best mine to come out. Like, he's putting everything else the same. I love Salandit. Salandit getting bodied. I love Vikavolt. Vikavolt getting bodied. I like I freaking like Papio. Papio has no chance. Typing aside has no chance. Mudsdale is just the greatest thing. That I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't rave about it enough. Mudsdale is that dude. Woo! I wasn't expecting to talk for so long. I really like this new Pokemon. And I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, hit the like button for me and subscribe for more content. And most importantly, I want to know your opinions on all these new mods in the description below. Not the description, in the comment section below. So comment, let me know what you think. What's your favorite of these 6 new mods? And if you want to as well, let me know your favorite overall 6th gen mod. Mine was Salandit, but you know what? Mudsdale is my new favorite. I love Mudsdale. That is just oh man, thank you all so much for watching. Oh, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, link in the description below. All the links in the description below. And make sure you guys check out the Gators fight in the UCL in season 2. Battles go up on Saturday. Stay hot, guys, and I'll see y'all next time.